we go, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Cheyne, welcome to the podcast. You
Thanks,
see how
bro.
we go with my intros?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, but very professional these days. Very professional. In the basement of the Greenery Spot. And if you don't want it, then we can edit it out, so don't worry about it.
No, I don't give a shit.
I like
dude.
it.
I mean,
We're in the dwellings of the Greenery Spot Dispensary in Johnson City, New York. As football started, I feel like I was fucking Al Michaels right there. We're in the basement of the Greenery Spot. It's 1st and 10 with Cheyne from the Greenery Spot Dispensary. How are you today, Cheyne?
I'm great.
Nah, for real, man. Thank you for having me here. You guys are always like super welcoming to us, and every dispensary I go to throughout. Is this technically upstate New York?
I think it's
Western? I never know with like Binghamton, Ithaca.
We're like the southern tier, so we're like.
But you guys have upstate vibes. Something I hear
Yeah.
a lot from everyone, like, because again, I'm originally from Connecticut, and like I've been having so much fun doing this up here, especially upstate. Dude, we're in, I think, 55 dispensaries now, and I'm in 3 in the city. And I told you, like, I still live in Connecticut. I'm gonna try to get an apartment where we're processing up near like Saratoga and everything, but I don't know if it's. I mean, obviously, the New York City is pretty intimidating. Everybody knows that, no matter where you're from. But like upstate, and that's why I was asking about like upstate. There's really good energy, like good vibes. I haven't been out to Buffalo. That's west, obviously. But like, there's such cool culture here.
Yeah, man. You know, we just everything's a lot slower down here.
You think that's what it is? It's just the slower pace.
It's busy down in the city.
Yeah.
You know? Well, you know, we're just chilling. You know?
Yeah.
It's not fast. That's what we like about it up here. You know, I can't, you know, I go to the city and I'm just like overload.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I after high school, I went out to the West Coast, and that's how I got into the cannabis industry mostly. And that's one thing that, like, I've talked to people who are out in the West, and difference from the East Coast to the West Coast. Just in general, the West Coast is slower. So I think there's something to that about, like, pace of life. And I think since COVID, everyone's moving, right? Like, a lot of people from the city probably moved up here, right? Isn't that a thing?
For sure. I mean, no, for sure. Yeah, think about like even like Hudson, you know, like
yeah,
Hudson,
that's what I kept hearing.
Right outside the city, it's like up here, you know.
Yeah,
it's a lot slower, and people like go up there to relax and camp and do the thing, get away.
It's
from
like if you're
fast.
living there, it's like it just slows everything down.
I'm sure
it's a lot more
like
chill.
it's faster in Hudson than it is here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But like compared to the city, it's super slow.
Do you know much about like sales comparisons of like weed? Is it like mostly more weed sold upstate or in the city? Is it a population thing? Because it's like, isn't there 12 million people that live in the fucking city?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, right? So like, we have a lot of like, it's hard for that because like we have vendors that will be like, oh, you know, we're gonna load you up with product, and it's like, you know, this product does really well in the city. Yeah. Well, we aren't the city. Yeah. We have like 100,000 people in this county, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's more than that. I don't know the statistics about it.
But it is different.
Yeah, no, like there is a lot more foot traffic, you know. You just got to do things differently. We are a lot slower. We sell a lot of sativas and stuff up here. You know, a lot of people are working class, and they just, you know what I'm saying? Teachers and
that's more to like skew, right? So like certain products, which was funny to us when we started. We did some sales a couple months ago in the city, just like when it comes to going down there and trying to expand. We're gonna be doing Revelry, so that will help us when it comes to city stuff. Yeah. But just because we don't want to really go down there so fast paced, but they told us, they're like, blunts aren't gonna sell. I'm like, that's not what I thought.
That's a lie.
Yeah. Why do you think
they sell so
that?
Good, dude? Like,
was it Manhattan? Was it because I was in Manhattan?
I'm not sure. I don't know, like, because I don't really know the smoking demographic down there. I don't know what they like, you know, up here.
But that's what's so interesting. It's so different. Yeah. New York is fucking huge. Yeah. And I really fucking like it up here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like there's people up here that never smoked a blunt. They just are bong smokers, you know. We got, you know, old heads that come in here and still smoke out of fucking metal shit that burns your hands when you smoke out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like something they made out of PVC pipes and stuff.
Do you think that the customers that come in here are more willing to learn and try new things when it comes to cannabis?
I think it's coming around.
Yeah.
I don't think it's here yet. You know, I think it's I always
People are a little scared maybe because it's still like newly
well,
legal.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just people are just they're busy and they want to get high. They don't care about the other shit. But it is coming around. There's a lot more people wanting to learn about terpenes and their effects and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you come in here and you smoke this batch of this one time and it has a different effect than the next batch. You know what I'm saying? So knowing what they want is a lot. We encourage that because we want our customers to be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's such a different. I talk to bud tenders and owners all the time, and I always love asking this question of like, when people come in, because they clearly be like, what should I get? Because so many people are new to this, not new in the sense of like they don't have to buy it off the street and buy what their dealer had. Yeah. So it's such a new experience. Yeah, it's overwhelming.
You get choices, you know.
Yeah.
There's like I remember, going up, driving to Mass and buying weed an ounce for $400 back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we didn't give a shit what it was. You know, it was always better than the mids that we could get from upstate or beasters from Canada. You know, like. So we were like content, but now like we get guys that come in, they're like, oh, dude, let me get like your highest potency shit. That was the thing for a while, the highest potency. And it still is kind of kicking around a little bit, but people are coming around. But, people want the highest potency shit. And then they come back and they're like, oh, I fucking had like the craziest panic attack, Like, dude, this weed is different from what you were smoking in Woodstock. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it is mostly older heads, right?
The majority, we have a mix. So I think it's mostly like 35 and up is like really our like the target market,
And you started up in the black market, right?
I did. Yeah, I started up. I was I actually started growing because of my ex-partner was, had medical issues and I was wanting to provide cleaner medicine for.
When was that?
2020. Okay. 2020.
2020. All right. Yeah. That's interesting, man. It's so funny too, because like, shout out that blueberry, dude. Like that shit is like good, and it's like got crazy rooted origins of like where those genetics come from. Yeah, it's a lot of it's unknown.
Yeah, no, it is, and that's
so it's cool that you. Yeah, and I'm guessing you were in the game a long time, but it's like, when you go into 2020 and want to like go into it from an alternative medication standpoint. Like, that's pretty cool, especially when you're growing weed like that. Yeah. It's not like you're just, because think about other people who would go that route, right? It's like, it's going to be like fucking some hype weed. Yeah. That, like darker purple, whatever. And like, that is good weed. I'm not trying to sit here and be that guy that's like smoke sour. It's like, all green weed. But like, I think every strain has its place. And if you wanted to go into cannabis in that route, right? It's like there's so many options. I think like the topic of conversation here that's so interesting to me is the options. Yeah. Like even for anyone who wants to come into this industry, no matter what you're going to do, even if you're just consuming the products, there's so many options, and you could like blend it into your daily routine. That's what we try to do with our brand. That's what the whole Breakfast Connections thing too, not the whole thing, but a part of it, where like we try to pair the mornings. That's why like the wake and bake thing. It's like even if you don't smoke weed in the morning, it's more of like routine. Yeah. It's like if you smoke cannabis in your routine, there's so many different things that you could do to blend with whatever you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that when I started growing, and because I was growing for medicine, I did a shit ton of research, and it wasn't just like, I'm going to fucking buy some seeds online and I'm going to grow them and hopefully that works. No, like I was like seriously like determined to find like medicine.
Yeah,
that would
like
be,
you said, you get into shit.
I'm a fucking nut when it comes to shit. When I go whole heart into everything I do, like all the time. I obsess over things.
That's cool, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I did a lot of research into the genetics that I was going to grow because, like, this is medicine ultimately for a person I care about. So I wasn't going to, like, try to give them just some mediocre shit. Yeah. And that's kind of, like, how my breeding and, like, pheno-hunting and all that kind of shit has just, over the years, just gotten...
From what you learned and just educating yourself on new ones.
I don't want mediocre shit. You know what I'm saying? I want something that's going to work for me, somebody that suffers from anxiety. Yeah. Like, obviously that part of my life is gone now. I'm just doing it for myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like looking out for me, but
But you
really
take,
finding
that's life.
shit. Yeah, dude, just really finding shit that works for me. And if people like it along the way, like, cool.
That's usually that's why that shit's special.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense the way you put it.
Yeah, because I'm just
it's not forced.
Yeah, no, it's all
there's
natural.
heart
I'm
in
like,
it.
and it's nice, working with a bunch of potheads. I can fucking, try
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I'll bring 40 jars of shit I'm pheno hunting. And,
Yeah.
just gonna be like, give me your honest feedback.
Yeah.
Because I want honesty.
That's why it's funny, like corporate companies, they do the what's that called? Where they do like the tests. They do like random people.
Yeah,
in
they
there.
do that with the like medical shit too.
Honestly,
you know what I'm saying?
if you have if you're a corporation, you make mad money. They do it with everything.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah, they're like trying to find their target markets and shit.
Right.
And
that's what's so funny is because they're taking something from a culture. Because like we just do that with culture. That's why art's pretty cool. And sometimes I think weed is art. I say sometimes because there's a lot of, again, the options. Like there's a lot of weed out there that isn't art, and people should buy it if that's what they want. That's what's so beautiful about weed is there's so many different types of people
something for
who consume
everybody.
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we try to keep a pretty good diversity of products in here.
Yeah.
And this isn't my store. I'm the purchasing manager, so like I really have a really solid idea of what the owner Chris Myers wants. And, and we're all flower smokers. Like this shop is a flower shop.
Yeah.
If we had the choice, we could just sell only flower, but that doesn't make any sense. We gotta pay the bills, and
because what we're saying, you want to have the options for everyone. They're coming into the cannabis store.
Yeah, and we don't want to just force flower onto people, because some people just don't smoke.
Yeah,
there's people that come in with emphysema and fucking breathing tubes and shit, and they want relief, but they don't smoke. So here's a gummy, a tincture.
Shit works too. Do you know about the Warrior Balm?
Hell yeah, dude.
Do you have some?
Yeah, we got some.
You have some here?
Yeah.
Thank God.
We always got that shit in
dude,
stock.
You tried it?
It's amazing.
It fucking works.
Yeah.
And I was like, I used to own a CBD store years ago in 2018, and I luckily sold it in like 2019, 2020. So I like got lucky with the CBD thing and made a little money. But what I learned from that was because we did well, obviously just having this concept the way we're talking. But back then it was just CBD, and you would try to get away with stuff. So I had like hemp flower that would like kind of get you high, but not really. So I would sell it to a lot of these people. But what we learned is entourage effects, CBD, all the cannabinoids really matter.
Yeah.
And then, so if you talk about CBD and these types of products, isolating the cannabinoids and using them for their benefits, that's what the pharmaceutical companies are going to end up doing. And this is kind of my point to it, is it needs to be in high dosage.
Yeah.
So, like, what if you could get, arnica lotion, right, that had 100,000 milligrams or like 50,000 milligrams, which is, it works. But what's cool about that product specifically, and I don't even know who makes that shit. Like, shout out
Warrior Balm is Veterans Choice Creations.
Dude, shout out to you guys because like my homegirl that works with me, Sarah, used it, and I literally just got it for her, and I put it on. I have plantar fasciitis right now. Golf has been.
Oh, dude, that put on the bottom of your feet,
brother. It works. This podcast is brought to you by The Bakery in Cohoes, New York. This is one of my favorite dispensaries in New York. They have the best menu. We're proud to be on it. The best staff. Mike has become like a mentor to us out in New York, especially when it comes to upstate. Be on the lookout for podcasts and more collaborations that we're going to be doing together. The Bakery, upstate New York, in the Albany Capital District in Cohoes, man, that's the spot. Breakfast Connections Dutch Master hats are available now on breakfastconnections.co. These things are dope, paying homage to our original Connecticut roots. We're not able to put tobacco on the blunts, but the whole reason we even did the blunts in the New York market was that we found this cone that was able to like taste the weed and have that good experience that we remember with the Dutch Masters. So that's why we're kind of paying homage with the Dutch Masters hats. We're in tons of dispensaries from in the Adirondacks out to Utica, Capital District down to the Bronx, and Misha's Flower Shop in Brooklyn. We're going to be expanding into the city a little bit more. We also have Living Soil grown indoor flower that's going to be under $40, I'm pretty sure. That's a steal. Some of the best weed in the New York market. I feel confident in saying that around $40. That's pretty good.
Look out for those bags. Breakfast Connections 8th bags, Breakfast Connections blunts. We still got some of those more affordable 8ths of the outdoors from last season, but we wanted to ramp it up with some more Living Soil indoor grown flower. I think that's it. Back to the show.
You know, you should.
Edibles get me too fucked up, and I was a little high, but like I was able to handle it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that shit, dude, it really worked. Like for 2 days, I was able to walk better.
You should hold off on that one day and like slice some onions up and put them on the bottom of your feet inside socks. Yeah, dude. They pull a lot of toxins out of your feet.
And I'll be stanky.
Well, whatever.
Dude, you're the man.
Whatever.
I love, dude. You are really all about health.
Yeah, it's
that really works.
Yeah.
That's fucking
and that's
nuts.
not like some hippy dippy shit I just learned. My grandma used to do
Is
that.
that why?
stuff.
I mean, are onions like good for you to eat?
Dude, onions are amazing
Makes
for
sense.
you.
I know garlic. Garlics probably do the same thing, right?
Yeah, well, it's anti-inflammatory
Is it
properties.
root vegetables?
Yeah, but onions are great for men anyways. I mean, like raw
Mm-hmm.
onions are really good for your testosterone. You know?
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I hate
I'm just
raw
pumping
onions.
mad tests when I'm all stinky.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna tell people. I'm fucking jacked, dude.
Just go out there and get some cologne.
You're like, dude, you need some fucking deodorant. I'll be like, I'm just jacked.
Yeah,
I'm just
dude.
running tea right now.
Hell yeah. No, it's but there's a lot of natural thing. That's what I'm saying. You know, like that's where my whole shit started.
Yeah, and it seems like
Just
you,
going
like you said,
natural,
you nerd
dude.
out about it, and you're like into it.
Yeah,
you
there
know?
was like, you know, and it made me so frustrated too, because like when she started taking like medication, and like there was synthetic marijuana. I forgot.
There is?
Yeah, dude. Like
Ugh.
I was just like, it's like in a pill form,
That's hella weird.
and I was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, there's this plant we can grow in our basement, you know, or outside in our garden, like that does the same shit.
Yeah.
Like for like nausea and shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's wild to me.
You know what's funny, man? There's so many other things too. Like I get that tobacco grown in Connecticut, and wrapping up my flower in that. I get some like in the morning too. Like I've been trying to walk. Like I live by a beach in Connecticut, so I've been trying to just like watch the sunrise in the morning
yeah.
there, and like honestly smoke a little less because I just like drinking coffee, like working, you know, on the calls that I had to
Yeah,
do and
bro.
shit. And I'm like, dude, I just smoked like 4 blunts.
I don't know how you're not
Drinks.
panicking from that fucking red eye, bro. I'd be shitting my
A
pants.
red eye and a fucking blunt.
Yeah.
that's my nutrients.
Yeah, dude.
But my point is like I think there's some cool spiritual sense to these products too, and especially like you said, you guys are flower guys. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for
rolling
sure.
up some fucking herb and like whatever you're going through, whatever. If it's a happy thing, if you're sad, if you're like whatever you're going through, it's like there's something spiritual about that. Like
It's a
breaking
rit-
down the
it's a
flower.
ritual.
Yeah.
It's a ritual.
I dig that shit, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean,
that-
I
fucking
have a
love it.
ritual with the partner I have now. You know, every night I try to go out there and smoke a little joint, and we just wind down. You know, we're busy parents. We have
Yeah.
4 kids between us and busy schedules. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's like our ritual. You know, every night we sit down, we smoke a J, we talk, and just unwind.
It's a beautiful thing.
You know, last night I get stuck on those. I get a little anxiety. You know, I get stuck on those fucking like fantasy reels, like the YouTube videos of like a enchanted forest and some super relaxing meditative music.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
just get in a trancey. I actually was watching this.
Vibes.
Check out a band called High Lung.
High lung.
Yeah, they're like
Okay.
a Scandinavian pagan band, but
Yeah,
they're
text it to me.
very chanty and like super meditative. It's really fucking.
That's fucking awesome.
I just sit there. I'm like, you
Yep.
know, and it's just that's my ritual. Like I try to. That's how I relax at night. You know.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah,
you gotta do it.
it's all routine, and like just think about it because we're over at that. What's that coffee place we were?
Soul City.
So Soul City. Shout out you guys. Cool fucking little place.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like the early 1900s. They used to like sell shoes and like cigars, and it's so. I never try to be this guy, but like I told you, I got pulled over yesterday with that fucking weed shit. Like I'm doing it legal now, but they still have the dogs out. So crazy. But like thinking about like the early 1900s and like people used to do this with like alcohol.
Yeah, dude. I
It's
know.
like I hate being that guy, but this is so much better than alcohol.
Yeah, for sure.
And I say the term better because of like health reasons, psychotic reasons, all these different things, and people come down on weed a lot for like psychosis.
Yeah.
Stuff. You know what I mean? But like I gotta tell you, man, like the way we're talking about with routine, like that's a fucking beautiful thing, and I can't believe that they come down still so hard on it.
It's
like we were talking
crazy,
to Worry
like-
Federal still, and
I used to do the same shit, but with alcohol, with beer, with
Really?
whiskey. I was a hardcore whiskey head.
Yeah.
Like I drank for 10 years
Us
straight.
big boys can take it too. I could
Yeah.
drink a whole bottle and be like, "All fucked up," but like
It's a lot
I could
cheaper
do
too.
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had like
Yeah.
bottles of Pappy Van Winkle when I quit drinking. I sold. You know, I didn't even open.
Yeah.
You know, because I was just like I was done with it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I had
Shit's just better, man.
It's crazy.
It really is. And again, I truly,
alcohol is so harmful.
Yes.
Like you talk, like even the local PD, you know, like they're like, we don't get calls about pies. You guys don't want to do shit.
I think that's like, I will give them a little credit. I think that's why at the end of the day they were like, I told you that,
Yeah,
that weird
dude.
little fist bump, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I think they're like, this kid really is just like selling weed and he's doing it legal. So, all right.
Yeah.
But they had to like check for whatever. That's probably just some other shit. But
Yeah.
it is really a lot better than the alcohol culture. And I could confidently say that too, because like I'll drink and have beers and watch football and stuff like that. But even that, like, dude, I've like noticed certain situations where like in alcohol settings where like shit just gets like livened up, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's why people drink is to like, because they just forget about whatever and they just go deep into their like emotions and like
Yeah.
get out their traumas, you know. But like with weed, it's like more inward.
Yeah.
It's more like you have to take it all in.
Yeah,
you know,
no, like
and
you
battle through
you
them.
drink to just forget.
Yeah.
You just to like blank out.
Yeah, and always
Weed makes you
altercations
think,
happen.
but also be relaxed. Like
Yeah.
I have some really like deep, meaningful conversations.
Yeah.
you know, but also like deep shit that doesn't make any sense. You know,
Yeah.
it just it opens your mind and it
Yeah.
helps you think a little bit.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Not a little bit, a lot. Like
And we're talking about variety too. It's so cool how there's like so many different types of ways to use it. You know, just like even taking like some dabs solventless. Like I just smoke blunts, you know, to be honest. But
Yeah.
when I get into hash a little bit, I love to keep a little stash and rip a Puffco. And if I'm watching like Ace Ventura or something like that,
Yeah.
where it's like or like Austin Powers,
Hell yeah.
and I'm just like, this is the silliest shit of all time. Because like, you know, for me, it's a little different if I'm smoking. If I'm smoking sativa leaners, right, drinking coffee all morning, I know that I'm like on the phone, fucking doing my thing,
Yeah.
you know. And then after that, I have to like take a little like fucking calm down, smoke some purple weed.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And I just, this shit's like so cool how you can have it be a part of your routine now, and it's not a crime. And do you think that it happens very fast? Because you said you were the 13th dispensary.
yeah. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I think we were number 13.
Yeah. But either way, like that early, it's like it doesn't feel like that. And you said how long you been doing it for? Like over a year?
No,
right?
2 years.
That's
May,
nuts.
May 29th. No, June 29th was like the
2023.
2 year mark. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's like how different was buying and selling cannabis products then to now?
It's so different.
In what ways?
Like we were just like happy that people were coming in. You know, like
Wow,
people
yeah.
would come into the store and buy weed
Leap
from
of
us.
faith.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like that was scary. Like
Yeah.
it's such a different experience. Like doing your thing on the black market. You know,
Yeah.
like doing your thing on the illicit side. You know. And then coming to the legal side, we're both running scared. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We took on massive orders too, like without any way of
Yeah.
people
You
are like,
got-
fucking here you go. Here's $130,000 worth of shit.
Yeah.
You know, like
We're like, I might as well get it.
yeah, and I was like, I never really fronted weed from people because I grew it.
Yeah.
So like that was like, it was very stressful.
Yeah.
Super stressful. Now it's like I got to worry about running out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
we-
And how was that? I mean, can you give me a little bit more details into like over a couple years of certain SKUs, or you don't have to like name companies, but
Yeah.
like certain maybe types of companies that the market had in the beginning that changed out? Because someone just told me like next year, whenever they figure out this Q situation, there's like companies from all over the world who are like doing brand licensing deals with all those processors that we were
Yeah.
talking about. And I mean, people, it's probably the same people trying to scare me like people tried to scare you in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and, but what do you think were those changes to now?
I think, it's just like it's just like any market in any industry.
Yeah, and we're infants. You know, this is infancy.
We're so new, and we have a lot of stuff to figure out. If you're not learning every day, you're an idiot, and you're gonna fail.
Yeah,
You know, so
good
like,
point.
you know, in the beginning, it was like, oh my God, it's the hype. You know, everybody's like, whoa. You know, we got all the old people coming in, the older folks and the older generation, and people are like scared of weed and shit. They're like they're coming buying the shit. They're happy as fuck, you know. So they didn't give a shit what it was like.
Yeah,
They were happy it was growing in New York. They were excited to buy it. But now it's like, it's progressed quality, potency, and you know. There's like outdoors, kind of like, not outdoors still a thing, but it's like people are
It's not the only thing.
Yeah, it's not the only thing.
Big difference.
We got fucking drinks and
if you come from the culture, like, even saying that's like confusing. It was the only thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know,
What are we in the 90s?
everybody was content, but you know, a lot of people want new now, like all the time. You know, and it's
New
like,
what? New products?
Yeah, just new anything.
See, that's exciting to me.
Yeah.
You know, as someone who is a processor, and like people have been, because I didn't even know this, bro. Like I thought I was just running my brand, right? And like I didn't even know that I could come out with as many brands as I want and like do all these different types of things. And obviously, like there's reasons for me not to.
Yeah.
But like it gets me excited because we talked earlier about people coming in here and asking questions and having variety. Mm-hmm. I think that's fucking cool. I think that's exciting as long as it's done right. And like you said, and you learn. Like, a lot of people like me, and you could just call me like a salesman of weed, because even though I own my own company, I'm still basically like the sales reps.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if we're talking this way, you know, I'm kind of like a sales rep. A lot of the people, like, it's always funny when I'm like, I own the company. They're like, no way, I didn't even know. Like,
Yeah.
So I feel good about that. But, you know, I think we try to sell you guys so much, you as in the buyers, and like just try, like you said, sometimes people come through and they just drop their weed off and like, dude, my weed's gonna sell. You know, I'm doing numbers and whatever, you know what I mean? But like, that's why we do this podcast. That's why we do so many other things, even with our packaging and like the things that we do. I think that having the options and educating the customers on the products that are available, instead of being like, you should buy this and I think sativas rule.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, those hash heads sometimes, it's like, you shouldn't even smoke flower.
Yeah.
It's like, even like you're saying, like, you could, I bet you in your head, you're like, you should just roll this dank flower because that's what we come from.
Yeah.
But I think there's such an interesting thing going on where and I'll say all of these customers, mostly, it's realistically 90%, are like, tell me what to get.
Yeah. And you know, that speaks a lot to, you know, what we're about too, you know, because we want to provide the best service for our customers.
Service was the key word there, and I love that shit.
Yeah, so, you know.
And that's what they're trying to do in New York.
Yeah,
They don't want you guys to have a monopoly. They don't want, like, Greenery Spot eighths. You want Greenery Spot to represent good partnerships and brands and give great customer service.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing.
That's like I just got into photography, head over heels over it. I'm crazy about it right now. I don't know shit about photography. I go to a photo store, a camera store, and I'm like asking them what is good.
Yeah, and you're
You know what I'm
relying
saying?
on it. You don't want to just be sold the fucking thing that's going to break because it's on sale.
You know, and obviously you can just judge a character, you know. So you can read people, and if they're going to, they're trying to be snake oil salesmen and sell you some shit, you can pick up on that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But, that's what we try to do here is just come here.
And that's why you're a good buyer. That's also why
we're
you're a
all
good buyer.
consumers. We all consume. We all have our own thing, you know. I'm like, for someone that grows, weed and all that stuff, I don't really consume a lot of weed.
Right.
You know? So I'm like, I'm the guy you come in and ask if you have a question about plants or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's G.
We got
like
a dab guy. We got
you got smart business owners.
Yeah.
You're creating that customer service.
Everybody has something that they're good at.
Yeah.
And I don't like, if I got a customer, which I don't often get customers come to me because I don't sell the weed. So.
Yeah. But you have to communicate with those people who do sell the weed because you're the buyer.
Our team is very cohesive.
Oh, yeah.
If they got a question they're not sure about, we got somebody that can answer this question. I'm sorry, I don't have the answer for you right now, but I can get.
But that good, honest answer is great. You know what I mean? And it's not all like that, bro.
No, I know it's not.
How many stores are there now? 400?
I have.
And I think there's going to be
There's a lot.
They said there's going to be 2,000.
That's crazy. That's so much.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but again, we were talking about people. There's so many fucking people here.
Yeah, I know.
So maybe it's like not.
Yeah, maybe it's not, and I'm just like, I'm thinking like Binghamton area, like
Yeah,
the
right.
only place Syracuse I've only ever been, like I only go like, I go to Rochester every once in a while for like, parks and stuff, but
Yeah.
you don't even see like a whole lot of dispensaries out in those little towns, and there's a lot of little towns.
I know. And you ever looked at the map? You ever look at like the
Yeah, I have.
They're all in the fucking city.
Yeah, they're all on the major highways.
So there's really not that many dispensaries from the city to the west.
Yeah,
There actually isn't.
yeah, there's
I would
not.
love to know that number. Hopefully Lucas can have my back and put the number right there.
Yeah.
In reality, I'm going to have to do it because I do my little editing thing if you do your podcast. You could cut that out or not. Whatever. Oh, yes, dude. Talk to me.
So
What a dude, you're a natural.
yeah, dude,
You could do this, dude. Just going right into a segment.
You ever
Right when you felt
You
it?
ever heard of second breakfast?
Shout out Lord of the Rings, brother.
Hell yeah, hell
What we
yeah.
got here? Talk to me.
So we got some sausage, egg, and cheese on a biscuit.
Sausage, egg, and cheese on a biscuit from where?
I wanted to go to Pasquale's, but they weren't open today.
And that's where we had when we came and shot
Yeah.
the show, right?
Yeah.
Is this $4 I'm looking at?
Oh, I don't know. I don't look at the price. I just buy it.
All right, gangster. But
Only-
either way,
Only when it comes to breakfast, though.
is this a sausage, egg, and cheese on a biscuit that looks nice and hearty for under $5? Because if that is, I'm going to talk about this more.
Yeah, this is from the Red and White in Shenango Bridge.
And you said that's like kind of a chain?
I think it's a chain. I saw one in New Jersey once. But this is bacon. You can have this one if you want. I know you're a bacon, egg, and
I am
cheese
a bacon guy. Sorry. I was just going.
No,
I got
no, it's all
excited.
good, dude.
$3.99 as well.
Hell yeah. Shit's fucking fire, dude.
Okay. Why everywhere I get bacon, egg, and cheeses out there, they're on like these hamburger type buns? Or is this a biscuit?
It is a biscuit.
It doesn't look like a
They
biscuit.
make it in store.
So it's like a homemade biscuit.
Yeah, it's buttery as shit. It's like a croissant.
It is a biscuit.
Dude, I know.
We're able to hear me on there. This is
Yeah, you can't really pull it.
This
It's a
is the
flaky
best
biscuit, dude.
bacon, egg, and cheese for under $5 we've had yet.
Damn.
First of all, I don't even think we've had one under $5. That's kind of my point here. But at the same time, it's like
That's crazy.
it's so good and it's under $5.
$5 breakfast sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
They're average $7.50 these days.
for a sandwich? Fuck that. I'll eat at home.
I'm about to move to Johnson City just for the bacon, egg, and cheese inflation.
Well, that one's from Binghamton, so. We're different.
If we start naming podcasts, which I might have a petition in because they're just numbered, this is gonna be. I just had it on the tip of. I've been losing things today.
It's that weed, dude.
Shout out Blueberry Sour coming soonish.
Sometime.
Exactly, but under $5, that biscuit is incredible. But I've noticed out here, dude, bacon, egg, and cheese is on like rolls.
Yeah.
Not roll isn't the right word.
It's like a. I know what you're saying. We have
It's
a
like
lot
a
of
brioche bun almost.
We have a lot of bakeries out here.
Yeah.
Like, we got
That's how you know this is good. I was gonna try to not chew into the microphone, but it's so good. Keep going.
yeah. So like, there's a lot of Italian bakeries around here. A lot of there's just to the west of us a little bit is Endicott, and they have a lot of Italian settlers back in. They actually have their own little Italy up there. So, there's like a lot of bakeries and a lot of Pasquale's. They have their buns made for them from a local bakery. So we know good bread. We eat a lot of fucking bread out here. You know what I'm saying? I always got bread. I'm not even my girlfriend's Italian, and we always got fucking bread, like the Italian fucking braided bread. We make French toast out of it. We eat it for dinner. Like it's always in the house. Always.
How do you feel about pesto? Not crazy about pesto.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I like it on pizza a little
Pesto
bit.
pizza?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you can make your own little pizzas in your own pizza oven at home.
What's your stoner go-to snack?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's set the scenario. It's 8:15. You said you don't smoke all the time.
Yeah.
But you're a little higher than you usually are in your routine evening high.
Yeah.
What are you eating out of a bag if you had your options?
Oh yeah, Lifesaver.
No,
Fucking, there are 2 different kinds in one. Collisions, bro. I ate a bag last night.
Lifesaver collisions? What an answer, bro.
They're gummies, dude.
This might be a new segment to the
They're
pod where I
good.
ask people that question, and I don't think that's gonna be beat.
It's so good. They're just amazing.
Just Lifesavers, no gummy, not the Lifesaver.
It's the gummy,
It's
yeah.
the Lifesaver gummies.
They
You had to
like
clarify,
collision,
brother.
That's what I said.
You didn't say. I don't think you said gummy.
I was rambling. But yeah,
You're like Lifesavers in a bag at night with the munchies. It's gonna be gummies. That'd be
yeah,
crazy
dude.
if it
It's
wasn't.
like it's funny because like it differs because I'm like one night I'll be like fuck, I'll like premeditate my snacks. I'll be like fuck, I'm gonna get I had a bad day, or I need to get extra high and relax, but I know I'm gonna get hungry as shit later.
Yeah.
So like I'll premeditate with like hummus and vegetables. Like I eat that a lot.
Yeah.
Or like, oh man, there's like some cheesecake in a box. I'll grab one of those.
That
But
is awesome, dude.
I try to eat more food, like, when I'm high, just so I'm not like eating just a bunch of sugar right before bed.
I mean, I always tell people because the indica sativa thing is like, I'm always like, dude, don't think about it as just indica sativa. Think about like the enhancer of what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. So if like you're gonna go for a run,
Yeah.
I wouldn't just say get any sativa.
Yeah, no.
I would try to find some type of haze or something that's
Yeah.
gonna like make your heart race, because that can
Yeah.
literally happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And then like purple weed, just like lavender, is gonna be calming. It's
Yeah.
like the same terpenes,
Yeah, and that's like, it's so. I want to get away from that indica sativa shit because everything's a hybrid. There's no fucking sativas and indicas anymore.
Yeah.
If you find that shit, like
Hold on to it. Yeah,
because it's gonna be
exactly.
gone, and that's like,
Yeah.
I talked about. I've been talking to my friends and stuff, just bullshitting and coming up with like putting a name on what I'm doing as far as like finding genetics that are fucking solid,
Yeah.
And it's like I always like call myself like Walter Green, like Walter White from Breaking Bad. He fucking makes the purest
I could
shit.
see that. Yeah, I could
you know what I'm
definitely see
saying?
that.
I want the purest fucking shit. It is so hard to find genetics that are good. There's amazing genetics on the market.
What do you mean by good? You mean like rare?
Rare, hard to find. Like looking for terpenes that are not prevalent in the market.
Well, dude, I gotta be honest with you. That high, I told you, like, I had that weird situation yesterday with the cops, and then like this morning, I embrace hotels and stuff, but it's always weird, especially after that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, thank God I was coming to do a podcast with you, and smoking that little bit of weed before we jumped on here. Like, it is like a floating head high.
Yeah.
And sativa, indica, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
But I can explain it the way I just did.
Yeah, I think-
So,
and then
I think that's what should be
if you-
educated upon for all these consumers. Is like, I like to ask the question, like, what are you gonna do? Like, when you smoke this, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, that's the most important thing. Like, weed's an enhancer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even like this, this strain, I want to do a lot more. I want to do a lot more testing with, and everybody.
Have you tested it yet?
Oh yeah, I haven't
Cool.
tested it like to potency, but
Okay. Oh right, I'll do that if you want.
yeah, I mean,
Well, maybe when we do the R&D project with
Yeah.
the first harvest, we'll do that.
yeah, for sure. And I got friends that are pretty successful on the illicit side, so
Cool.
they have testers and all that stuff, and
It's a special fucking plant, dude.
it is a special one, and I haven't really come across it. Like it's the sourest sour I've had since like.
Yeah, it's blueberry sour.
Yeah.
And you said it's the blueberry. Which blueberry was it? The DJ Short.
It just
blueberry?
says blueberry. It doesn't.
Probably origins from DJ Short's
Yeah, it
blueberry.
probably,
and
and
then
then-
it's an unknown.
And then unknown.
So it's probably I would think, I don't know. I'm speculating it's probably some type of chem,
Yeah, I was thinking of chem.
because sour is just chem.
Yeah.
Sour is just chem phenos.
Yeah, that's
you know?
I know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking it was a
Which makes it even more special.
chem cross. Yeah,
Those are like two people look for those chem crosses,
Mm-hmm.
and then the blueberry is like almost impossible to find.
yeah, yeah. And that shit is blueberry.
Yeah,
It's like punch you in
but
your
it doesn't
face.
taste like it.
No, but
It tastes sour.
It tastes sour, and then
Yeah.
but the nose is all blueberry.
It's all blueberry.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
I would-
and it
I'm-
looks like it too. It's got those like pinkish red hairs.
Yeah, it's
and
a lot
like
of red hairs.
Longer buds.
Well, it is. I mean, I fucked with it a lot too. I try
Yeah.
to get the genetic expressions out
Nice.
by stressing the shit out of it.
That's how you do that.
I mean, there's a lot of ways. It depends on what you grow in. Like I grow organically, in like a super soil mix.
Yeah.
And But you can do that with like when you're growing in plugs and shit, dry backs and shit like that.
What's that?
So like hydroponically, you want to like dry back. I think it has something to do with like nutrients. You don't want to like lock your plants out.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have balance.
I don't know a ton about that because I don't grow like that. I've considered it just to see, how shit grows, but yeah, like you can just stress your plant. I'm like LST, low stress training. And,
Okay.
I'll wait till my plant grows up naturally, and I'll just bust the top fucking like the top stem off.
Yeah, I think the grease expressions come from people who do that.
Yeah.
I always, when I grew and I had that strawberry cream cheese, it was I wasn't a good grower, but I knew how to cure and trim weed very well. Mm-hmm. That's what I used to do in Humboldt. So,
yeah, that's so important.
But that's the thing. It's like let's say it like this. I would naturally stress my plants out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do it just by being fucking forgetful and lazy,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I'm like seeing
not
like
watering
I'm like,
shit.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, but it's gonna drink it really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, overwatering, underwatering.
Yeah. That's stressing.
High power limits in your tents, like the light's too strong, the light's too dim. Like there's so many factors that and I think a lot of that people have figured it out. They figured out with certain genetics, like the genetics that they're running, So like if you've been working with a plant, you've been working with it like 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what's going on with that. Like you know how to get some shit out of it.
Yeah.
But when I'm testing new genetics, I put them through the ringer.
Yeah.
Like I killed a bunch of those plants, but that's what you got to do.
That's one of the first things you're learning. If you're really growing like a good amount of weed, you're just like, I have to kill them. Someone told me that once, and it was like so depressing.
Yeah, I used to play catch with my dog in the backyard with him. I'd pull him right up out of the ground. I got some videos I'll show you.
That's awesome, yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a nerd in me, I want to figure out all the things,
Yep.
I've grown some pretty weird and wild, like baby shit smelling strains before,
Yeah.
Because it's like, it smells nice and it's like, okay, it's kind of mediocre, but let me fucking bust it up and break it around and stress it out, see what it's made of, because I've never really been a grower for like production, because so like I just do it because I'm interested, like I want to learn about the genetics,
Knowing the market, what do you think is coming when it comes to the people who are growing in the New York market? Because you see like Lead Farmer with the Mac one, shout out the homies, and then I know One Slice has some good shit, but they're like growing Mac, and they have some other ones. I really like their Sherb. Growing Renaissance is doing a bunch of different varieties of strains, but those are still like based off of California genetics, the gelatos and stuff. So like I wonder, obviously we want sour and haze, but you're not gonna even really see it. And I don't know if you saw. I'm sure because you're into the podcast, you see the Pifco's thing.
Yeah.
So you won't see his stuff around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
I don't care what comes to the market. I hope New York starts doing some shit for themselves.
What do you mean by that?
Like genetics.
Creating
genetics.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing any breeders in the legal market.
I know it's hard. I know it's so hard because like
but a lot of
doing
these guys
R&D.
have space.
Yeah, I know, but the amount of time that goes into fucking creating a new strain or whatever.
Three new employees.
Sometimes like 3 to 5 years to create something special if you're really trying to do something special.
Yeah, but if these guys are in it for the long haul, maybe they should. And and I'm not a grower, so like as a consumer.
Yeah,
that's what I would like to see.
You're
right. I didn't even think.
I think we're riding. I think we're riding all the other fucking coattails of California and all these other states that have been open longer. Like, yeah, shit grows good in Cali, but this is even upstate New York. If you're growing outdoors, we have like an average of 110 days of sunlight. That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
like you can't. We have really really wet falls.
Yeah,
it rains a lot.
You need something crazy here.
You know what I'm saying? So like. That's shit we gotta like take in consideration, and I know New York can grow some fucking fire ass weed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Here.
Like
it happened.
Yeah,
there's history.
I mean, I could take you to like 4 backyards right now that got fucking 10-foot trees in them.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We like to say we're sponsored by the term allegedly on this podcast.
Yeah, so like I know like there's old heads that are just holding shit. I got a buddy that's got a genetics.
Yeah.
I got a buddy that's got a houseplant Acapulco Gold that's been in his living room for 30 years.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, a lot of people would.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the funny thing, bro. And we're not saying bring back Acapulco Gold.
Yeah.
I'm saying be creative and breed with Acapulco Gold.
Yeah.
Because that's how we got here, is those landrace strains.
Yeah.
You know, so if you could find even, and I'm not going to use the term landrace for this point I'm trying to make, but like, think of like sour, DJ Short's blueberry, Afgoo,
Yeah.
right? The original Skunks and Cheeses, right? Like, we should breed with those now because that's what California did.
Yeah.
That's how they came out with
They
all
did
the
all the
shit
hard
that now
work,
we're
and
growing.
we're just fucking.
Which we've always been the customers of,
You know.
customers of California since the 90s.
I know.
But there has been, but maybe I'm just talking city because maybe I'm speaking out of school when it comes to upstate.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone out here, I mean, people have been
I don't know
growing weed
anything
here
about
for-
the city.
But people have been growing weed up here forever,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
Were a lot of people getting packs from California?
I don't know, dude. We all grew our own.
You didn't
weed.
have
I
to.
grew up in the fucking
That's so
woods.
tight.
You know, so
Yeah, even growing up in Connecticut,
we would get
shit
we
from New
get
York City.
we get Canada weed. We get
Okay.
shit from Canada all the
Right,
time.
that makes sense.
You know, the dro, the fucking
Yeah,
beasters,
purple
like
beasters.
yeah. So we got shit. We
Yeah.
got that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I think.
I
That's,
mean, think about that though. It's like you could breed with that shit too. So it's
Yeah.
like I think these like cultured, older genetics. Like I'm really that's fucking cool ass answer, bro. I would love to see New York breeders
yeah,
in the legal market.
yeah,
You know, because there is like we were talking about that Piff Coast guy, but there's a lot of craziness with his shit right now, and a lot of people aren't going to go behind it. And I think even before that, the whole Piff thing seems a little watered down now. It was really crazy a couple years ago, but obviously sour is sour. But like people don't realize there's so many sours, and there
Yeah.
always has been, there always will be. They're chems,
Yeah.
so. There's gonna be that. It's the gas chem. Like chem was such an impactful thing, like the chem dogs and
yeah,
the Albany sours and
Yeah.
like all the other sours and like all these other things. That was an impactful thing, kind of like how the candy shit is now.
yeah,
So that's why you're seeing a lot of like what I've seen is the consumers really like candy sour type of crosses.
yeah. You know, that's this shit that just you know you put your nose in and blows your socks off.
But think about what we said earlier, like, and a lot of those people are buying weed in the black market. So
Yeah.
if we're talking about what we're trying to get across here in the Greenery Spot in Johnson City, New York, like, what is that New York staple cannabis flower, any products really on the shelves? Because we think about that. I told you I work with Reaver and those guys too. We always talk about how there's really no New York pride brands. Like, I'm not even from New York, and the New York coffee cup speaks to me because I'm in New York, and we relate to people when they see that imagery of like wake and baking, having cannabis be a part of their life right in the morning.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and like, I'm not from New York.
Yeah.
So like, why isn't there like a lot of New York pride brands?
I think
There's some, but
there
there's-
are some.
but there's
Yeah.
not the majority. You know, and I want to see more of it because I'm a fan of New York,
Yeah,
dude.
I would-
I'm
yeah.
not from here. I fucking love it here, though. I'm
I-
moving here. I'm getting a fucking spot.
I
here.
grew up here, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like
and
know,
you're a part of it.
it's just hard, man. It's like I would love to like exit Greenery Spot and grow my own shit. I don't want to sit in a 4,000 queue fucking.
a lot of fucking
line,
people
You know what I'm
realize,
saying?
dude,
Like
yeah.
it's crazy. Like right
That's why
now,
someone fucking offered me $500,000 for my license, and I was like, "What?"
yeah, like it's crazy right now.
And
You know,
I don't think they're giving them
maybe
out.
in like 5 years when it calms down, but I'm gonna still be doing the same shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got patience. You know,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
and-
saying? So
What do you think about that, dude? What do you think's going on with the? Because I don't really even know. I kind of got lucky, and we were on top of our shit for our license. So like, I'm hearing that people like they're not going to give out any more licenses, and like
I don't
because there's a
dude.
lot of people in the there's 4,000 people in the queue.
Yeah, I don't even.
So if you
know
applied
anymore.
now,
it's crazy.
you're 4,000 behind.
It's like
right?
it flip flops so much. It's like hard to keep track of. You know.
Yeah.
Unless you know that's your full time job is to pay
Yeah.
attention to that
Which is
because
fucking nuts.
like
That's a good
it's just
point.
like any media on TV or whatever, any news.
Yeah,
It's like you got to take it in like bites because it's like.
it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, dude. It's so depressing, and
People
then
are
it's like,
trying to-
oh, that's great, and then oh, that's shitty. Like, what the, you know?
Well, you know
it's
what
like,
marketing and all that shit is, right? It's time
Yeah.
in your brain. So
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
what they're gobbling it
Yeah,
up.
I'm trying to like.
And then they're
step,
gonna sell you some Tylenol.
I'm trying to step away from that shit and go into the fucking woods and be
Hell yeah, brother.
Radagasta Brown, bro, and just
Nice, dude.
fucking grow.
Shout out Second
plants.
Breakfast.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
That's gonna be. That's probably what it was coming
know?
all the way back. That's why I wanted to name this podcast Second Breakfast.
Second breakfast.
Yeah, that'd be
hell
tight.
yeah.
Well,
Supper, then dinner.
Supper then dinner. What about dinner? We could go all day with that
Yeah,
shit,
dude.
dude. It was so awesome to have you on the show. I really hope that you do more podcasts and media. We will be out here a lot more. We're gonna do a bunch of cool shit.
Hell yeah,
And
dude.
something I learned from you too, being out in the Binghamton area, is like it's all about the relationships, the connections, and educating people when they want to be educated.
Yeah.
And we work really hard on creating products and probably going to come out with some new brands to just relate to different people coming into the stores.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So we're excited to keep working with you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for having
and
us.
I got your back with feedback, man.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna give
brother.
it to you straight, because that's how we do it here.
My man. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm going to eat this sandwich as we end off.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm hungry as hell.
Yes.
I got the munchies like so bad. Allegedly.
This is so good.
I know.